I'm extremely excited for that. We've been working for 15 years on Innovid, kind of envisioning the future of television. In the past 2 years, after our acquisition of TV Squared, we really bet heavy on measurement. This partnership is really kind of taking it to the next level. So what we announced this morning is that we're taking the Disney Audience Graph in partnership with Disney, integrating the Disney Audience Graph into InnovidXP, or Innovid's measurement solution, in an always-on way. So that means that any brand or marketer that is buying media from Disney can now leverage this measurement in a very simple and easy way, and a super turnkey. This is not any time needs to do a clean room integration or bringing on data, and like everything is a complicated process. So this integration brings it, I think, takes this next level measurement to be something that everyone can access.
Everyone, including, I think you mentioned local advertisers are going to be a part of this. Tell us why that's important.
Correct. So part of the one thing that is, again, also very unique of this partnership is that it applies both to local advertising and to national, where we've seen a lot of, let's call it less served type of marketers that are buying local media. Disney clearly, across all of their linear and obviously streaming properties, cater a lot to local advertisers that got a little less of the sophistication of this next generation measurement and all the currency discussions that are going on. So we were very excited to bring our measurement capabilities to power local ads as well.
You mentioned the currency discussions are very intense. Where do you fit in? Because you've got your own measurement product and you've also very heavily focused on outcomes.
Correct. So I think on the currency discussions, we truly believe that it's kind of a terminology discussion more than anything. Is that currency would be the element that you make, that you decide to transact on between a buyer and a seller, make a decision of how many units and of measure by what am I buying or committing to buy. But then once you decided on the deal, you need the technology to really measure that. So we are really focused on the latter, much less on the kind of, let's call it, the deal making side, and more about supplying technology that actually can measure whatever way you would like. So be whatever currency you decide to make your transaction, an impression, a completed view, whatever, any other, an in-demo, viewable, whatever that may be. We would be the company to measure that. And that's not really new to our business. We've been the first to work with the MRC on defining the standards for CTV and OTT measurement. This is back when people less talked about converged television and just talked about CTV. And we are de facto the measurer, or for lack of a better term, the currency of a good chunk of connected television ads, because we are, as an ad server, we are the measurer and a system of record for billing for all of that inventory. And now we're taking it to converged TV.
So do you think attribution is going to be the next battlefront? How is the television industry doing so far on that front?
Yeah, so attribution again is a broad term. We look at it as two main buckets, as in upper funnel measurement, reach and frequency predominantly, and kind of mid to lower funnel of outcome. And then yes, you can use the term attribution, but I would argue that attribution is a more all-encompassing term. But specifically on outcome, what we are in the business of is creating a UI and a system that allows you to tie dollars spent and impression delivered into some type of measure, very specific and deliberate metrics. So, and that could be digital metrics, where we put a lot of efforts on. It could be website traffic, app downloads, add to cart, or things like that. Or it could be offline outcome, which are a little harder to do, is visitation to a dealer and other type of metrics like that. REI or IRI, I'm sorry, or other type of metrics of that sort. Long story short, we are putting a lot of efforts in that, and part of our offering together with Disney is the real efforts on the latter, on the outcome-based measurement. So creating always-on integration between the Disney logged-in audience graph into the Innovid measurement to really show the spend correlated to outcome.